Cam, what does 5-1-1 mean? Okay, let me show it to you. For every full turn of this spool, let me pull that off of there real quick. For every full turn of this crank handle, this spool will turn 5.1 times. Okay? Let me see if I can pull it down a little bit. Let me get a little bit of slack in the line. There we go. Hope I can get it off there. I'm making a little junior size mess. There we go. So look, one full turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.1. That's what that means. 5-1-1. 5-1-1. 5.1 times every full turn of that crank handle. Boom. So if you got a 6-3-1, 6-4-1, 6-5-1, it's turning, for every full turn, it's turning 6.4 revolutions of turn of that bale, which means you're reeling that thing too fast. You don't want that. I lowered it to help you out. Okay, I'm gonna have a picture up there in the top left or right hand corner. Let me show you guys this. This is a true indication, guys. It's time to get those crappie rod and reels out of the garage, out of your back seat of your trunk. Look at that. The buttercups are already starting to come up. I'm gonna show you 2 sets to let you know it's not an error. Look at that. Look at these buttercups already starting to come up. They're bulbs. You can see them right there. And in case you guys don't know what buttercups are, aka daffodils, I have a picture up there so you can see it. Guys, we're in the home stretch now. All right, guys, let me show you this. This is the second set. I'm at my neighbor's house right now. Can you guys see those buttercups starting to come up? Listen, he has 2 sets too. That's one set. Let me cover them back up so the ground stays warm. Here's his other set over here that are blooming even higher. Look at that. You see that? And let me tell you the secret behind it. You can see the bulb right there. You see the bulb? That's the bulb. So they're perennials. They come up every year. All right? So let me kind of explain to you why this is important. When the bulbs start blooming like this, you can see it right here. And I'm going to have a picture right there in the top left-hand corner when they start to bloom, what this means. That means that the ground is warm. And if the ground is warm, look, that means that the water on the lake is starting to get warm. Okay? So when the water temperature starts raising, what does that mean for the crappie? Water temperature, dropping those eggs. Guys, get ready for pre-spawn. I'm telling you guys right now, don't wait till the weather starts getting warm. Then you guys are going to be calling me saying, hey, Cam, where's my order? Where's my order? Where's my order? Everybody's going to want it immediately. Okay, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Because the next, as I told you guys, the next 15, 17, 24 months, we're going to be in a totally different zip code. We're not going to be in 30087 anymore, okay? So please make sure you hit that subscribe button. So I'm going to take you guys, put you on my back, and we're going to be doing something totally different, and we're going to be learning together. So you don't want to miss that. Okay, let me get on the water. Guys, I'm getting ready to head out there. I'm going to show you the sandbar where we're going to be fishing. And listen, in the top left or right-hand corner, you're going to see last year when I was catching them in this exact same spot. All right, so listen, get you a cup of coffee, sit back, relax, pull your socks all the way up. This is your boy Cam. Thanks for joining me. Hold tight. Yank! But I'm hoping that you guys can see the markers out there. Let me tell you what, because it's cold, and I want to tell you guys that don't be fooled thinking that it's not cold. Yeah, I'm really freezing. Okay, but I decided to get out here today so I can show you guys. I was thinking about doing it on a blackboard. And I said, no, let me go ahead and get on out there. Let me see if I can show them, because I want to illustrate this firsthand so you guys can see. Can y'all see those markers back there? You may or may not be able to see those markers. Okay, I went ahead and put them down with my depth finder, but this is what we're going to do. This is that flat. You're going to be able to see in the top left or right hand corner where I'm catching these fish at right now. You can see it, okay? I didn't mean to say right now. This was last year where I was catching them at. Okay, and I'm going to hit this spot again, and I'm going to show you the depth. You can see that I'm at a point. Okay, matter of fact, let me turn the boat around a little bit so you guys can see. I want to show you that I'm at a point. Okay, I'm going to spin the boat around full 360 degrees. This is a point, and that we call this the sandbar. It has a hard bottom. You remember my last video? If you didn't see my last video, guys, anything rocky, hard bottom, I mean hard, like you can stand on it, crappie are going to be there. And when you start fishing in the spring, February for me, think shallow water, Think brush, think stumps, anything that provides cover for crappie is what you want to think about, okay? So, you can see the markers out there. Let me spin the boat around again. You see the markers. I'm going to take you guys off of the pedestal and I'm going to talk to you a little bit and I'm going to show you how I will be fishing. This is that same spot where you guys saw me in the water at, okay? It drops off, it's like a triangle. I'm in the middle of the water, probably 40 feet, 50 feet out there. It gets about 18 inches. Okay, I've rescued a lot of people on this spot right here because if you don't know this body of water, a lot of people have broken their props. They run right over it, pow, break that prop, and they're stuck. And they call the tow truck service, which is me. And I tow them back in. A lot of times it's on a pontoon. So let me get set up. I want to show you on the old school sonar, and then I'm going to show you casting wise. You guys saw it. Listen, if you didn't see it on my last video, you remember I told you I was going to be featuring the Viper Red. I got the Viper Red right now, and you remember on my last video, if you saw it, I mentioned to you I got a rod and reel for every budget. Got a rod and reel for every budget. Okay, so hey, my bobber came off. I got to get that. Let me get set up real quick, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I got, and I'm going to show you on old school sonar so you can see exactly, because when you see things, you can learn better when you see it. Okay, and I'm going to show you how it drops off to one side and how it drops off to another. Hold tight. Give me a minute. I had thought about doing this on a blackboard, but I said, no, let me get out here. Let me illustrate it for them so they can see real good. Okay, now we're drifting towards the marker. You see the marker right there? Look at that. Look how deep we are now. Look at that, 3 feet. Now we're going to 2 feet. Look, there's the marker right there. Okay, so you have to know the body of water that you're fishing on. Look at that, 2 feet deep. Guys, I'm going to kill the crappie right here. Look at that, 2 feet deep. I'm going to kill them right in here. They're going to be hovered all around in here pre-spawn in another 4 or 5 weeks. That's why you do not want to wait. You do not want to wait to get your new outfit. Listen, all you have to do while you're in the comforts of your own home, look at that. I'm in a foot of water right now. I'm in a foot of water. Let me show you guys this. Let me show this to you. Where's my paddle? Let's see if I can drift on around. Let's see if I can find that spot. I'm in 2 feet right here. Let's see if I can find it. 2 feet, 2 feet. Look at this. Look, you can hear it. Listen. Look at that. I'm in about 2 feet of water. It even gets shallower than that. Look, let me back up a little bit. Look at this. Look at that. That's that hard bottom right there. Okay? That's why I can wade out here. Guys, I'm going to kill them right here. Look how far I am from the shore. I don't know if you guys can see that because the sun's there. Look at the paddle. Look at that. You hear those rocks? You hear those rocks? Those are rocks right there. That's why the crappie are going to be up here, guys. In the top left or right hand corner, you'll see me catching those big males. Okay? Look. Look at that. Look how far I am. I'm about 30 yards out from the bank. Look at that. You can hear the rocks. You can hear them. Guys, that's why I'm going to be on fire right here in another 4 or 5 weeks. I'm going to start right here and also at the back. If you didn't see my last video, you've got to see it. Back there at the back, the basin where I'll be catching the big gulls back there too. Look. Look. Hear those rocks? That's why the crappie, hard bottom. They're going to be hanging out right here. Okay, let me put you back up on the pedestal. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using when I'm catching crappie right here and how I'm going to be casting. Remember, I told you I got 170 plus rods on the market today. I got a rod to fit everybody's budget. Give me a minute. Let me get set up, and I'm going to show you with the markers right here how I will be casting shallow water. Okay, and the point. Yaannk! I'm using the same exact concept, guys. I'm running the Viper Red. This is the Viper Red. This is one of my newest rod and reels. The reason why you want a ultralight, a cammed rod and reel, because I lowered the gear ratio 5:1 if you saw my last segment, okay? And this is how I'm going to position. Now, you guys may be able to see that marker back there behind me. But for the sake of this conversation, I'm going to show you why you want a cammed rod and reel. I'm still using the concept with this bobber so you guys can see when it makes a splash in the water, okay? All of my rod and reels, guys, are designed to throw light tackle, including the Viper Red, okay? Fuji Reel C, listen, I want to say this up front. If you are right or left-handed, no matter how you reel, it doesn't matter. You can, all of my rod and reels, guys, you can take the handle off and put it on the opposite side. It takes you no more than 60 seconds to do that. okay? Split EVA grip, you'll notice how I grip like this. So you have more contact to your carbon fiber rod. So at any point in time, you know what's going on at the other end of that line. That is important because 3 out of 4 times, crappie will come up and they'll taste your plastic and you won't even know it, okay? They'll taste your plastic and you won't even know it. Let me pull you down just a little bit, okay? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Uh-oh, let me back up. Okay, you see the marker over there, right? I'm about 15 yards from it right now, but I'm gonna back up a little bit. You remember over there, it was only about 2 feet deep. So listen, I wanna stay on the outside. I don't wanna disturb the crappie, so I'm gonna stay about 17 yards back, okay? If you come out here, let me show you this. I've had some buddies that do this, and I wanna illustrate this to you guys so you'll know. If you have a buddy on the boat with you that fishes like this, he throws with his whole body and rocks the entire boat, listen, you don't need to do all that. You don't have to do that. Not with my ultralights. That's why you want an ultralight, because you can just whiz it just with a flick of the wrist. Watch the marker over there. Watch this. Boom. Look at that. You see what I'm talking about? That's 15 yards, just that quick. Now listen to this. Because you're in shallow water, you're running a curly tail. You're running a curly tail. You keep that rod tip up. And you remember I showed you earlier in the video where it drops off from 2 feet all the way down to 7 feet. The closer you get to that deeper water, you lower your rod tip. The little things that you do, let me pull you closer, helps you become a better crappie fisherman. Okay, let me pull up, for the sake of this conversation, I'm gonna pull up a little bit so you guys can see the stick that's sticking out of the water and so you can see the marker in the water, okay? I want you guys to be able to see it. Now, crappie are going to hide all around that branch sticking up out of the water, okay? I put that marker over there to show you guys how shallow it is, okay? So I'm gonna fish that branch, those sticks sticking out of the water, left and right. I'm gonna throw past it. Look at that. Boom, and bring it back. Slow your retrieval down because the water temperature you saw was 50, 51 degrees, okay? Right now I don't have a hook on there. So you want to slow that jig down. Let me back the boat up a little bit. You want to slow that jig down and you're going to feel that thump. And listen, with my nasty bend hooks, you don't have to do all this. Guys, all you got to do is lift your rod tip, tighten that line up, and he's hooked. It's just that simple. If you know anybody that fishes with my items, ask them. Ask them. Okay, let me show you this. Look at the bank. Let me turn you back around a little bit. See the bank over there? See those hanging trees? Remember, the crappie gonna be in shallow water. Boom! Look at that. Okay? Don't get out there and start thinking too much. Well, they may not be over here. Dude, your job is to throw that plastic over there and present it. That's your job. Don't get out there and think too much. Well, it's too shallow over there. Listen, let me turn you around. They're going to be in shallow water. Anywhere where you see a stick or a stump, that's where they're going to be. Okay? Let me back up a little bit more. I want to make sure you guys can see. Okay, so right now I'm about 15 yards off from the bank. You guys can see that, right? Watch this. I'm gonna get right up there, and time it lands, I'm reeling. Boom! Rod tip, 12 o'clock, because it's shallow. The closer you get to deeper water, you want to drop your rod tip. Let me turn around real quick. The reason why you want to do that, remember. Let me reel this up. The females are going to be staged up out in 3, 4, 5 feet of water. The males are going to be up there in about 12 inches of water. Okay, waiting for the females to come up. If you've been fishing before, you know how you're reeling, talking to your buddy, chopping it up. All of a sudden you get a hit right when you're getting ready to pick your jig out of the water. That's because they're staged up in secondary points. You're sitting right on top of the fish. You don't want to do that, okay? So listen, this is the Viper Red again. Watch this. Let's turn the boat. I'm staying out here so you guys can see, okay? Right now I'm in about 5 feet of water. Over there, where you see those markers, all of this right in here, guys, is a flat. That's where I had the paddle and I was hitting the bottom. Okay? You can see the markers over there. So they're going to be staged up out here. I'm out here in 5, 6 feet of water. I know they're in the shallows. That whole flat out there is shallow. That entire flat is shallow. Let me pull you up so you can see. that entire flat. So watch this. Now remember, I'm going to show you the plastic that we're going to be running. This is the Viper Red. Okay? Remember that all of my rod and reels are designed to throw light tackle. 1/32, 1/16, 1/8. However, I won't be throwing the 1/8. I'll be running right in here where it's super shallow, 2 feet deep, foot deep. I'm running the 1/16. Okay? That's what I'll be throwing. All right, so I know all of that is a flat. Look at that. Boom. Let me turn you around so you can see it. Okay? I'm going to cover all of this. And remember, slow that retrieval down. Cam, I need you to help me to slow that retrieval down. Okay, I got you. You know why? Because all of my reels are designed to catch panfish, crappie, shell crackers. So I lowered the gear ratio in my reels, guys. I lowered the gear ratio 5:1 to 1. Okay? So if you have a bass rod and reel, or you got one of those big clunky saltwater inshore, offshore rod and reel, it may be 6:4 to 1, 6:3 to 1. You don't want that. You want 5:1 to 1. So what does 5:1 to 1 mean? Let me illustrate it to you. Let me turn around so you guys can see me. Cam, what does 5:1 to 1 mean? Okay, let me show it to you. For every full turn of this spool, let me pull that off of there real quick. For every full turn of this crank handle, this spool will turn 5.1 times. Okay? Let me see if I can pull it down a little bit. Let me get a little bit of slack in the line. There we go. Hope I can get it off there. I'm making a little junior size mess. There we go. So look, one full turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.1. That's what that means. 5:1 to 1. 5:1 to 1. 5.1 times every full turn of that crank handle. Boom. So if you got a 6:3 to 1, 6:4 to 1, 6:5 to 1, it's turning, for every full turn, it's turning 6.4 revolutions of turn of that bail, which means you're reeling that thing too fast. You don't want that. I lowered it to help you out. Okay, now that we have discussed the 5:1 to 1, the gear ratio, that little break, I decided to switch rod and reels. Now we're going to run the Emerald. You remember I mentioned to you guys that I have a combo, a crappie combo for every budget. This is the Emerald. Now the only thing I did to this Emerald, I took off the fishing line. It comes with 8 pound, and it comes for aesthetics to make it's green. But we put that on there for people that may want to catch a variety of fish. But here at Cam's Crappie Hole, all we do is fish for one fish. That's all we fish for is crappie. So I re-spooled it. When you buy it, it's going to come professionally spooled. If you don't like fooling with line, no worries. You got it professionally spooled by a machine when you order it brand new. Okay, this is the EVA split grip Emerald. 3-ball bearing, 5:1 to 1 ratio, just like the Viper Red. Okay, this is a 6'6". If you want a 6 foot, or you want a 6'2", I got you. Just today, I'm running a 6'6". Let me get out of the sun a little bit. Okay, I'm running a 6'6". So I wanted to show you guys the accuracy of this rod and reel as well as the Viper Red. All right, can you guys see the marker? Let me pull you closer towards me so you can see a little bit, okay? Let me push you up. There we go. It's important, guys, for me to show you how accurate my rod and reels are. Okay, there's the marker over there. Let me turn you around just a little bit. You see it over there? Let me make sure you guys can see it. Bingo. There it is. Again, I'm about 15 yards out, okay? Boom, flick of the wrist. Look at that. Pow. You see that? It landed right where that marker is. Now remember, I want to say this to you guys. It drops off to the left, and this mark over here drops off to 16 feet. But I'm not fishing 16 feet. I'm only fishing 2.5, 3 feet, possibly less than that, this entire flat. Let me turn you around so you can see it. There's the other marker right there, okay? And I'm going to let this bad boy, because we're fishing in that drop off, I'm going to let it drop just a little bit lower the rod tip, okay? And as I get close over here towards the shallow, I pick my rod tip up because I know it's shallow. Guys, you're watching it in the top left right hand corner. You're watching me last year catch fish just like this. This whole area right here. When you see me in the next 4 or 5 weeks, when you see me fishing this flat right here, you automatically know exactly how I'm fishing it because of this video. Watch this. Let me make sure you guys can see. That marker over there about 20 yards. I'm gonna see if I can make it about 15, 18. That's about 20 yards right there. Rod tip up because I know all that's flat. Okay, all that's flat. Look at my bail. Look how slow. Let me pull you down just a little bit. Look how slow my bail is reeling. You see that? That's how fast. Now listen, if I'm on the boat with somebody and let me turn you around, and they're catching fish, I watch their bail. I watch how they have their rod tip. I pay attention to everything because if he's catching and I'm not catching, there's something that I'm doing wrong. Now, let's pull back. We're going to pull right up here towards the shoreline. You remember we had those branches sticking out of the water? Look, this is the emerald, right? This is the emerald. Remember, they're going to focus February, March. They're going to be in shallow water. Guys, in April, I'm fishing for shell crackers. In April, look at this. Look how close I am to the shore. You see the branches sticking out of the water right there? You see that? I'm going to cover all this. Look, flick of the wrist. Boom! That's 20 yards. Yank! I'm going to be on fire. Okay, let me pull this up. Now that you guys have seen how accurate my rod and reels are, let me pull you down real quick. Let me reel this up. Okay. Everything you need is right below in the hyperlink. And I want to tell you guys, some of you guys been with me since day one. And you're still with me. For that, guys, I have to show love back to you guys because you're my shareholders. We don't have people that sponsor us on our channel. You've never seen that. Out of almost 600 segments, you've never seen us sponsored by somebody else. Okay? We design our own products. We design our own hooks. We design our own plastics. We design our own rod and reels. Guys, we've been doing this for almost 10 years. Okay? Every fisherman has a story, but listen, I'm documented. Let me pull back out of the sun a little bit so you guys can see me real good. We've shipped almost 10,000 orders booked and shipped. And listen, I know that times are tough right now. Believe me, I know. I got a family. I got afterpay at the top right-hand corner, and I got shop pay. So that way you can break everything, your entire cart up into payments. Okay? So let's say this. This is my new starter kit. Or is it a trial kit? Can't remember which one it is. Okay? This is my new trial kit. So you can keep this right here. It comes with the rod, the reel. It comes in this water-resistant Plano box with 1/8 hooks, 1/16 stinger shad, 2 colors, and it comes with the orange crush and the black and chartreuse curly tail, hologram flake. Excuse me, everything in here is hologram flake. You get that midnight storm and you get the white night in there. This is a kit that you can use, guys, and put it right behind your seat or in your trunk in case you run across a creek or a little small pond. You can it's a 2-piece, put it together, string it up because it already comes with line automatically on the reel. Okay, string it up, boom, you're in there catching fish. Look, this little trial kit, plus it comes with free shipping. I'm gonna 2-day air this to you. 2-day air. That right there alone is $28. Just a 2-day air all this to you. I'm going to give that to you free. Okay? So, guys, if you have any questions, write down there in the comments. Or if you know anybody that uses my stuff, don't worry about it. Ask them. You trust them. You've seen my products. And listen, top left-hand corner, I'm showing you how my products are working right now as you're sitting in the comforts of your own home. Listen, if that's not enough for you, look. You can get the emerald with more plastics in this starter kit. That's a trial kit. This is a starter kit. 80 pieces in here, plus the rod and reel already pre-spooled, a 6-foot carbon fiber. All my rods, guys, are carbon fiber. Okay? If you want to upgrade to a 6'2", 6'6", that's up to you. But you get this water-resistant carrying case, plus you get a coupon on your next purchase for 10% off. And speaking of 10% off, let me say this to you guys. You go to camscrappyhole.com. I'm pretty sure you see it right down there. Do this. Anything that you see to show our appreciation to you guys since 2021, we've been giving you guys 10% off on everything in our store. All you have to punch in at checkout is hooks, HOOKS 2022. You get that free all the time. 10% off. Just about everything in the store. If you have a problem with it, you call me, just get in contact with me. If you have a problem with it, I'll send you a code. Okay? Let me repeat it. Hooks. HOOKS 2022. We've been running that since 2021, guys. 10% off just about everything in our store. Okay? Now, you can also get the Viper Red with the kit too. Okay? Everything will be right below here at the hyperlink. Okay, so that means all you gotta do is put your cursor on it, right down there in the description, put it on it, click, and it'll take you right to the website. You're also going to see before or after this how you can port between both our stores, because we have two stores. CamsCrappieHole.com, you're watching right now, you see it at the bottom of the screen, and we also have Cam's Crappie Combos. So if you need a new reel to go with your already favorite rod that you already own, I got you. We sell things separate over there in Cam's Crappie Combos. If you need a rod to go with your favorite reel, I got you covered. Or you just need a kit, you can do that. Remember, check out Hooks, HOOKS 2022. Guys, you get 10% off everything in the store. Listen, make sure, last but not least, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, guys, because in the next 15 to 24 months, guys, you want to make sure we're getting ready to move to a totally different zip code. We won't be in Yaannk 30087 no more. Okay, we're moving to a totally different area. Anyway, guys, make sure that button is clicked. Make sure you're getting all my future episodes, guys. And if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. This is your boy Cam from Cam's Crappie Hole. Until next time, keep those hooks wet, keep those lines tight, and we'll see you on the next turn. When you go to camscrappieHole.com and it opens up just like this, you can see that red banner right there? Okay, I'm going to show you how, number one, I'm going to show you how to port between the two stores. Then I'm going to show you how to sign up for our email list, which is free. Okay, we send out promos through our email list 2, 3, 4 times a month. So you get to save 10%, 15%, 20%, 25% on our items that we do whenever we send those limited time offers out. But it's free for you to do that. Okay, let's port between both the stores. Now, as you can see right now, I'm on CamsCrappieHole.com. You can see the slideshow that's going on. Okay, you see that red banner right down there at the bottom? Okay, all you have to do is just click that red banner. Look, you're at Cam's Crappie Combos. You see that? You're at Cam's Crappie Combos now. All right, so in Cam's Crappie Combos, to navigate inside this store here, you see those 3 lines right there? It's called a burger. Click that burger, look at the drop down drawer, opens up. So if you need a reel to go with your favorite rod, we sell things separate here. Okay, you just need to buy a reel. Okay, so in actuality, let's say, Cam, I just need a rod to go with my favorite reel. Okay, that's not a problem. Look, we sell our rods separately. You see that red banner? It's still there again. It's always there. It's either at the top or at the bottom. So if you want to go back to CamsCrappieHole.com, look, boom, you're right back at CamsCrappieHole.com, and there's that red banner. So that way you don't have to punch in the URLs and do all of those items. And look, at the top left-hand corner right here, look, there's the burger again. See the drop-down drawer? So if you want to go to gift cards, tackle, and apparel, look, there's an option. You just click the plus emblem. Click the plus emblem, and another drop-down drawer will open up. Okay? So if you want to go to rod combos, click rod combos, and it'll take you right there to rod combos. Okay? So there's that red banner again. You see it? There's that red banner. So if you want to port right back to CamsCrappieHole.com, look, let me show you this. This is Cam's Crappie Combos. You saw the kit. You're getting ready to see the kit in the video. So we have more selection of kits in Cam's Crappie Combos than we do in CamsCrappieHole.com. So you want to go to popular kits? Look at that. 3-in-1 kit, 2-in-1 kit. It has all our kits, some that you don't even hear me talk about in Cam's Crappie Combos. Okay, 4 pages of kits. Look at that. Okay, so in order to port right back to CamsCrappieHole.com, there's that red banner. That's all you have to do, guys. It's very, very simple to do. Now, to sign up for our mailing list, you can see them at CamsCrappieHole.com. Look, when the page opens up, scroll all the way down to the bottom. All the way down to the bottom. Look at those items. This is just the front page. And you'll see one last video. See that one last video? Once you get to that one last video, right up above that, you'll see sign up for our mailing list. Very, very simple to do, guys. And it's free. Just punch in your email address and hit enter, that red block.